Okay, today we're going to explore using a soil test kit. Now, this is just a simple test kit that you we use to measure pH, nitrogen content, phosphorus, potassium content. And how does it do it? It does just like if you've ever used litmus paper, it just does like that. You put some soil into a container and they're all color coded here. And I'll just show you here. You remove the cap, put some soil into it up to the first line, then carefully you open a capsule. All right. There are capsules that are color coded as well, to match the containers that you're putting them in. Right, four containers, four sets of capsules, depending on what you're testing. Okay, and each color pertains to one of those things. Like green is the pH, purple is the nitrogen, orange is the potassium, and blue is the phosphorus that you're gonna measure by the color. When you add water, you put in the soil first, the first line, and then you add the capsule powder into the thing, add water, and you shake it up. And then you let it settle, and a color will develop in about a minute. Oh, that's nice and quick. You compare the color to a color chart over here. So there you go. Easy peasy, right? You have a plant food chart here. This is to look at the alkalinity, but this one here is to look at the potassium, phosphorus, or the nitrogen. All right. So I give you some instructions how to do certain things better with planting, and recommend fertilizers and all that to fix your problem if it is determined that you have a problem. I see here there's a little chart that tells what kind of pH range certain plants like to be in, and that could be pretty helpful. Oh, I see they give us a pipette as well, and it looks like it's about 1 milli. Is this a 1 milliliter? Yeah, pipette. So you can measure certain things. All right. So I'm going to give this a shot because I have some soil that we bought. We couldn't get the soil we really needed, so we substituted another soil, and it didn't work out well because the plants aren't performing as expected. So we're going to see if it's missing any of these macronutrients. Now, I would have preferred to have had some tests to do calcium, magnesium, iron, that kind of thing, and sulfur and so on. Those are micronutrients, but they're very important, and iron, things like that. But this will give me a start, and we will see what we can get out of this, and then we can drill down further. The best way to, or the better way to have done this would have been to use maybe a meter. Like I have a meter for measuring the pH already, so that's not a problem. But nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, there are meters out there, but it's just that it's capital output. You might have to spend like 40, $50 for each meter, because there's no combination meter I've seen yet. So those are things that I would really be watching for on the market, to help me make a real time estimation of what is in my soil, with less pain of taking soil and shaking it up with a powder of something like this. And it will also help me to go to the solution page here, where it tells you, you know what they recommend if you're low, if your test results are low, what additive you should put there to boost that, whether it be a fertilizer or just compost, something like that. So yeah, we will talk about the cost of this is about, I would say, $10 to $15, less than $15. So this I had no hesitation in just picking this up from like the big box store like Canadian Tire or sort of Walmart or Home Depot. So this is just an experiment, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'll be comparing various soils, the soil in my bags, because some of them were from earlier, soil purchases, and this controversial one, I want to see what the difference is between the two. Well, thanks for joining me on this. I will get back to you with the results as they come up.